Hi everyone, this is Diary of a Mystic. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video I will be using a form of divination with the Lenormand cards. The Lenormand stems from the 18th century to early 19th century. They are very different from the tarot. They are 36 cards. You read them more verbally than you would visually, or symbols or symbolic images from the tarot. It's very different from the tarot. So I wanted to perform a Lenormand reading, 5-card reading today, to see if we can receive messages from the other side with Kelsey Berreth. This case is still ongoing, and I believe the next court hearing for Patrick Frazee is April 5th. Correct me if I'm wrong. So I want to do a Lenormand reading surrounding any messages that come through from Kelsey Berreth today. This is the deck that I'm using. I'm going to pull my camera back. The Gilded Reverie Lenormand cards by Ciro Marchetti, or Ciro Marchetti. Comes with a little booklet. We don't need that. So the Lenormand, the divination system with the Lenormand deck is very different. There's only 2 court cards, or actually 3 cards in the deck. One is a man, one is a woman, and one is a child. It's very different from the tarot. And there's various ways to read Lenormand. If you're interested in more about that, I'll post some links down below where you can watch videos about the Lenormand cards. But this is not a Lenormand lesson. So you don't begin with any particular card, and you do not read these reverse. So it's very different, totally different from reading the tarot cards. So I'm going to shuffle on camera and focus upon Kelsey Berreth's energy. Kelsey Berreth would like to step forward, receive any message from Kelsey, from the other side. If Kelsey Berreth would like to step forward, through this divination system, Lenormand, to send messages from beyond, from the spirit world, from the other side. Kelsey Berreth, if you have any messages that you would like to share, or specific insight into your passing, please come through me into the Lenormand cards, so I may express and interpret your message. So, the cards for Lenormand can be read. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, 115, 116, 117 several different ways. I'm going to show you first which cards came out, and then we'll proceed in interpreting these in different ways. So the first card that came out was the Whip. Second card is Child. Third card is Bear. Fourth card is Clover. Fifth card is House. So Whip comes in immediately, the first card. Whip is very much associated with pain. Whip is also associated with anything surrounding negativity. So this is essentially a negative card in the Lenormand. Suffering, pain, arguments, confrontation, heated conversation, hurt. So Whip comes in. So Whip's also in tune with abuse. That's the first card that has appeared. Now, if you mirror this card with the last card, this is Home. Pain, conflict, abuse in the home. So that's validation to what occurred to her in her home. This also could be something significantly tied to or something to her home or to Patrick Frazie's home. So this card is neutral in terms of what it is applied to. So this could be real estate, dwelling. This also can be significant in terms of anything to do with your environment. Okay, so that's one way to interpret this reading. Whip next to Child. Child is a positive card. So Child's interpretation is innocence. The innocence was stolen. The innocence, the pain and suffering that perhaps Kelsey Berreth feels from losing or having the loss of the removal of her soul from this physical world through the pain and suffering that she experienced is also not only hurting her child emotionally, but it's also hurting her as well. So Child has appeared in the reading, which is very much significant surrounding her daughter. So in this reading, when a court card appears, once again there's only 3. This reading's also very much a message to Kelsey Berreth's daughter because Child has appeared. There's only one child card in the Lenormand. This can be applied to a boy or a girl, obviously, but this is, from my intuition, it would represent Kelsey Berreth's daughter. Here we have Bear. Bear on its own is very much about strength. It's also the protective mother card. She also is still watching over and is very protective of her child's spirit. This is the card of strength. It's the boss card. It's power. It can also indicate danger. So the mama bear gets very angry about the baby cub. So I feel that Kelsey's strength as a mother, her protectiveness as a mother, because it's next to Child, reading Lenormand, you can read them in pairs. There's, once again, several different ways to read Lenormand. It's very different from the tarot. She's very protective of her baby, even on the other side. That protective nature is still watching over and is very closely tied to her baby girl. If we read whip with bear, this was pain through anger. This was pain and abuse through anger. This was also danger. That's being validated as well. This was power and force that was used upon her. This was also someone who had great strength, physical strength. Great physical strength. Now if we take bear and apply it to home or the house, there could be something that is still very significant to authority or authorities looking at something within her home, her environment, her dwelling, or surrounding Patrick Frazie's home. This is also father. So there's father energies here as well. So these two cards together, bear and house, there may also be a protection coming from Kelsey Berreth surrounding either energies with the baby in the home or her own home, something at the home, or something surrounding Patrick Frazie's home or dwelling or environment. So there's something to do with property, real estate, so something else may still be found surrounding or connected to property, land, real estate in this case, okay? Of course, the landfill that they're searching. The next one we have is clover. So clover is a good sign. This is telling me that there is luck in this situation. A surprise is coming. So this also is not a great, huge stroke of luck. So this is telling me that there is some form of small form of luck that helps out either investigators, or this could be something that is discovered, but it's small. It could be physically small. It could be small in the sense of a lead or something that is found. So this is very much coming up in the reading, which is next to home. So once again, there may be something that's discovered that is surrounding Patrick Frazie's home or even Kelsey Berreth's residence. So there's something attached to the house with clover. So a stroke of luck of some kind, a lead, a discovery, etc. So she keeps showing me home. She's also showing me intuitively shoe. There is no Lenormand card of a shoe, but she keeps showing me something that applied to a shoe. So from this reading, especially with bear in the middle, and instead of looking at the last card as the outcome as you would in a tarot reading, you really pay more attention to the middle card. authority is really coming into play with this. There's a lot of force behind what's going on. There's a lot of power and strength. And I also feel that she's very much surrounding or protecting her family. She's also surrounding or protecting her baby girl. And she's also coming in and showing us that something's to be discovered. Something small, though. So Clover is like a small stroke of luck. Something's coming in to be discovered. Okay? Surrounding the home. This also could be in terms of her family having a stroke of luck of getting permanent custody of her baby girl. Okay? So there's many various ways to read Lenormand. This is a 5-card spread, so there's many different ways of reading Lenormand in different types of spreads. I wanted to do a reading on Kelsey Berreth, but using a different form of divination and showing you other psychic insights that come in, but also showing you other divination techniques. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already. And if you'd like to join my new Patreon page, Diary of a Mystic, I am offering Lenormand readings on that Patreon page, as well as other forms of divination towards psychic readings surrounding true crime, not just including tarot and Lenormand, but I'll also be using other forms of divination on that Patreon page as well. You're welcome to check it out, and there's 5 different levels to join. So thank you so much for watching. Stay blessed, and I'll speak to you soon.